What is giving you purpose to keep living? Just wanna see what happens next. Habit. I'm only 20. Most people who have recovered from chronic depression and people in general say they started being truly happy by their 30s. So I'm doing my best for my life to be as beautiful as possible ASAP, but I expect significant results by my 30s. If I'm still miserable at 35, I'll really lose hope though. My friend wants me to keep living, so there's that. Right now, my friend, he recently attempted and I'm keeping my head up, and my thoughts away from suicide as much as I can to make sure he's okay and taken care of after it all. I'm scared of dying and what happens next. The hope that I one day will look back on my life and say I was a good life. To spite my ex-husband who threatened to kill me himself. Suck it, Al. Several people would be pretty upset if I died. 2 years ago, a friend of mine was coerced into pleading guilty to a crime that he didn't commit. The allegations were so obviously false, they actually defied the known laws of physics. He's mentally incompetent, incapable of making long-term decisions, but evidently the state of Utah doesn't give a shit. I've been working with his family for the past 2 years to try and clear his name, and only just recently has he begun warming up to the idea of having us speak up publicly on his behalf. I'm excited and hopeful that, if things go well, this may help clear his name and free him. If successful, I'd feel great relief and accomplishment unlike anything else I've ever tried to do. We'll see. That another good day is ahead with laughs and a fun time. The endless possibilities of tomorrow. There are so many more shit days ahead, and these next 2 weeks, at least for me, will be some of them, but to bail out now would be missing out on the chance for a better part. I am sticking through the shitty episodes for the good ones. I might be wrong, but I'd rather try and find out. Snowboarding Season 2. Edit. A few book series and video game series as well. If I didn't, I would be dead, and that would be inconvenient. The knowledge that I can shred cheese directly into my mouth. Honestly, I don't know anymore. Nothing's really that motivational to me anymore, and yet I am still here. Interest, fascination and hope. To see how cool video games get. My dog. Guilt of making the lives of the few people who genuinely care about me miserable should I decide to end it. Granted, once I'm dead there wouldn't be a me to feel anything, but until then, guilt keeps me breathing. My cat requires a cuddle dispenser 24/7. I plan to live forever, so dying would put a damper on that. My elderly cat with special needs. Who will take care of him if I'm gone? This is a sucky answer to an uplifting question, but it's my current reality. My mom has recently been diagnosed with stage 4 cholangiocarcinoma. It's a complicated cancer diagnosis that most likely means she's got 12 to 24 months left. It came out of nowhere, and because my mom isn't married and has no functional family, I'm about to become her primary caregiver. I'm bipolar and I usually slip into times that I actively want to kill myself about twice a year. I've been in a depressive slump for the past couple of weeks, but this time, I know I have to take care of myself for someone else. I've been exercising and I changed my meds and applied for a new job and spoke with my teachers. I've been trying to reach out for help and do all the right things in a way I never have before. I think I'm coming out of this year's depressive slump a lot quicker than normal. It usually lasts at least through Christmas break. So that's one good thing about this bad situation. I haven't watched the Neon Genesis rebuilds. Greater Than Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, you just have to be there to see it. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My coach would probably ask my corpse why I missed class that day. XD. Space exploration. Wanna know how Titan and Europa look like around 2035 tilde. My kids. After that, nothing. I got things to do and people who love me. The passion of creation, writing mostly. The passion in love. The moments of perfect unity with the world. And the certitude that there will be moments of happiness. My niece. She'll be 1 year old at the end of January. I've worked with a lot of kids, but she's the happiest and funniest and most loving thing on this planet. I can't just give up knowing that such beauty exists, and loves me back. I'm hoping to live long enough to hug my friends and share tea again. My dogs, they rely on me and genuinely love me. I know they would be sad if I was gone. Also, can't stand the idea of spreading my pain to others, which tends to happen if you end your life on purpose. I want to bench and deadlift 200 kilograms. My dog. My wife. I want to see some movies and shows that aren't out yet. An instinctive desire to be not dead. That's it. Food. Carrot. I do intermittent fasting, so I'm not a hog. Don't come for me in the comments section. My mom, my wife and my job. If I lost all three, I'm not sure what would keep me going. I've actually been working on finding an inner purpose. My husband and daughter. And the thought that there's something interesting coming in my future. I don't know what, but I have a feeling I'm in for something cool. I'll find a new happiness one day. Everything was new at some point in our lives, and probably scary or upsetting, but it's very possible to find happiness in the future, even though it's not the same. There might be chocolate tomorrow. Video games, unironically. My dog, he is so cute, I don't want to miss any time with him. I don't want to be alive, I don't want to die either, what a way to live. I have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer and liver failure. I also live in Oregon, which has the Death with Dignity Act. I keep living out of sheer perverse stubbornness. There is no one thing I want to see, no bucket list. I just want to spend as much time with the people I love as possible. That's it. P.S. I'm also an atheist. So I'm not in it for an afterlife. I'm curious to see what will happen with the world, although I'm seriously starting to wish there was an observer mode in our outside. My senior dog, I love him a lot and he makes the BS of life worth dealing with. The things, people or ideas that keep your focus so well you lose track of time. You'll find your purpose there. Finally started taking care of myself last year after letting myself slip into a huge depression, and somehow found myself in the best mental state I've ever been in. Still an uphill climb, but I want to see what's on the other side of the hill, see what I can accomplish. Revenge. My father was slaughtered by a six-fingered man. He was a great swordmaker, my father. When the six-fingered man appeared and requested a special sword, my father took the job. He slaved a year before it was done. The six-fingered man returned and demanded it, but at 1/10 his promised price. My father refused. Without a word, the six-fingered man slashed him through the heart. I loved my father, so naturally, I challenged his murderer to a duel. I failed. The six-fingered man left me alive, but he gave me these scars on my cheeks. I was 11 years old. And when I was strong enough, I dedicated my life to the study of fencing. So the next time we meet, I will not fail. I will go up to the six-fingered man and say, "Hello. My name is Mike Ramy 1. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I wanna see how big my tits get." Who needs purpose? The search for purpose is ultimately fairly futile, so why let it get you down? As Voltaire said, you tend your farm. My family. My imagination. Keeping my mother alive and healthy. It's all that matters to me. Knowing that everything I go through is an experience, loss of friends and family, falling in love, working a job, traveling, boredom, saying hi to strangers, etc., are things I get to experience, and I will make it through everything I go through and come out better for it. Life is a privilege denied to many, and knowing people who have cut their life short keeps me going because they live through me and the stories I will tell about them. Brandon, Jennifer, Paul, Tyler, Ethan, Eric, Betty, D. lives ended too soon while trying to make it in this bleak world we sometimes live in. I love being alive, even when sometimes it doesn't feel like it's worth it. Maybe tomorrow aliens will appear and make a dance competition. Would suck if I missed it. Well, obviously, revenge. And orange Fanta. That stuff is amazing. Anyone else just not see themselves alive X years ahead in the future? Like I can't picture anything. I don't even have a path anymore, just going day by day. I feel like this means I'm gonna die by freak accident before 30 lol. My wife, not a fan of anything else I have access to really. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. There's this girl I really like. I don't think the feeling is reciprocated, but I'll never find out if I'm dead. I gave up on life this summer. I quit my job and I'm just living off money I had saved up. Once that money is gone I plan on ending it. Life is awesome. I am having a great time. Would hate for it to end. Hoping something magical will happen to me that'll change my life. I really enjoy helping people to learn to be more comfortable in their bodies. I really enjoy my life. My so is amazing. The final season of Better Call Saul. My dog, and Spite.